this look is on day-old hair, 2-day-old hair, and the reason for that is because the waves are going to stay in a little bit better, your hair is going to be a little bit more coarse, it's not going to be so silky. I just blow-dried my hair, I think it was 2 days ago now, so it is a little bit silky, but we're going to be doing some loose, big waves in our hair to start off this look. The first product that I'm going to be using before I go in with the hot iron, I'm going to be using by Schwarzkopf the Crystal Shine and Hold Heat Protectant Spray. Since I am using a wand that gets up to 440 degrees Fahrenheit, it's so important to use a heat protectant spray. This one is great on dry hair, so you just want to spray it evenly throughout your hair to give it nice protection. You don't want to make it too wet, you just want to make sure basically the whole thing is a little bit damp. So the first thing you want to do is section off your hair. We're going to be creating some loose waves. So I always like to start with the bottom and then work my way up. So before curling it, just make sure you brush your hair through and make sure there's no knots. For this look, I'm using a medium-sized curling iron, and I'm just going to be creating some loose waves all throughout my hair. When you're doing the waves, I like to leave about this much out, so it's straight at the bottom. That's going to give it more of a wavy texture instead of looking like a normal curl. And then once you feel the heat coming through, you're good to go. So once you've completed each side, I like to spray it in between just so they don't fall out too much. I'm using also by Schwarzkopf the Biotin Volume and Texture HTO-free hairspray. Okay, so I just added some loose waves all throughout my hair. I was focusing mainly on the bottom half. The front pieces I'm going to be putting back in a braid, so they're not as wavy as, say, the bottom. So I'm just finishing it off with a little bit more hairspray. Next product I'm using is also by Schwarzkopf, and this is the Satin Frizz Control and Protect Wax Powder. In my last video that I did for Schwarzkopf, I mentioned a different type of powder that was really good for adding volume into your roots to really give you a nice root lift. This one is a little bit different. This one I'm going to be applying to the ends of my hair. What's great about this product is it adds texture, but it doesn't take away the shine, and it also helps protect your hair from any humidity, from getting frizzy or anything like that. So I'm just going to be taking a small amount into the palm of my hand, and I'm going to be working it into the bottoms of my hair. When you start rubbing it together, it's so crazy because it goes from like a powder to a wax formula. It's honestly amazing. I don't understand how it works, but you're just going to work it in. Just use a little bit as you go and to see how much you actually want, but it's really magic. I really don't understand how these products work, but they're so cool. So again, just rubbing it together and then just working it into the bottom to create some more textured waves. This stuff is going to make your hair look so beachy, and it's going to make the waves look a lot more natural as well. So that's about all I need for right now. So now moving on to the fun part, it's going to be a half up, half down braided look. And the way that it's going to work, I'm going to turn around so you guys can